I am overjoyed to be here tonight. That's an understatement. I'm overjoyed to be here tonight to kick off Pride Month with the Lambda Literary Awards with you wonderful people. It's very exciting. So many brilliant minds in this one room. So many powerful activists and social justice warriors. All the amazing people that are here tonight. And I'm thrilled to be here with you. It's a very fantastic way to kick off the 50th anniversary of Stonewall here. And personally, it's also very exciting because tomorrow is the 25th anniversary of the day that I left San Francisco and moved to New York City. Thank you. Just in time for Stonewall 25. And who would have known, I was born before there was Pride. Back when Pride was still a deadly sin. And I've committed more deadly sins than that, as I'm sure, and I hope most of you have. We're a bunch of deadly sinners in here, and I think that's the way to be. Fight back, sin. It's really exciting to be here, after 25 years. I saw a lot of changes that I sort of noticed in the first 25 years of Stonewall, which I again reiterate, I predated, but my first consciousness about queer people or gay people was one Sunday after church. I was at my aunt's house, and my Uncle Larry was going on about how the gays and the hippies had taken over San Francisco. It was Sin City. And I sat there and I thought, note to self. Someday you're gonna live in San Francisco. And so I went out there and I got my queer training wheels on. And then when I felt like I was ready, I came here for Stonewall 25. That just happened to be happening. I really came here to be famous. And and here I am, 50 years later, right here on this stage. So I got here, and it was sort of like, at that time, a lot of people were raising their voices about the fact that Stonewall, the whole thing was being whitewashed and sort of cis-washed, and everybody was really just going, Stonewall, because the words change, Stonewall was, done by drag queens. Drag queens. Now we say Stonewall was kicked off by trans women of color. And I think, we're getting there. We're getting there. And so it's very exciting to be here with all the bullshit that's going on in the world, all of the attacks on women's bodies, all the attacks on trans bodies, specifically trans women of color, all the rights that are sort of being threatened to be taken away from us here at home, and all the rights that still have to be fought for worldwide, to have a moment where we can all just be here in this room and celebrate the writers, the people who've written about history, about erotica, about queer theory, all of the different topics that are hit on tonight, and all the best of the best who are making our minds expand and go toward the future. We've got the march that's coming downtown in the last weekend in June, and we've got the march that's going uptown in the last weekend of June. There's room for everybody. They all have their place. It's good that we can celebrate. We have a lot to celebrate. And it's very good that a bunch of people said, you know what? We still have a lot more work to do. And we're going up that I was going to take the Lord's name in vain. We're going up that road, and we're going to talk about we're going to talk about some shit that we need to talk about, just like we're going to do here tonight, because that's what we get to do, because we're here, we're queer, we're going to save the goddamn world. So get the fuck out of our way.